Today we have the honor to have with us Mr. T. Alexander Alainikov, who is the UN Deputy High Commissioner of UNHCR for this press conference. We also have with us Diane Goodman, who is the UNHCR Acting Representative in Nepal. With this, I would like to kindly request Diane Goodman to kindly introduce Deputy High Commissioner.
Good afternoon, everybody, and I'm glad you can make it, despite some road closures. Thank you so much for coming. It's really, truly my great pleasure to introduce our Deputy High Commissioner, Mr. T. Alexander Alainikov. Mr. Alainikov joined UNHCR in February 2010 after many, many years of a distinguished career as a renowned academic scholar and legal professor. In particular, he is an expert in the area of refugee, asylum, and human rights law. His career has included appointments at the University of Michigan Law School, and he was also Dean of Georgetown Law School. Highest level, including the Department of Justice, and he presided over many changes and reforms in U.S. asylum law. We've had a wonderful 3 days here in Nepal.
Currently, there's a population of about 48,000 people in the 2 refugee camps. And over the last several years, UNHCR, with the help of a number of resettlement countries, has resettled more than 65,000 Bhutanese refugees from Nepal. UNHCR has a close working relationship with the government of Nepal, and we are very grateful to the generosity of the people of Nepal for almost 20 years in hosting the Bhutanese refugees. While I was there, I was able to see camps. I was able to visit local officials, members of the local host community, and I was able to talk with them about a plan that we call our community-based development plan, a plan by UNHCR and other UN organizations that seeks to benefit the host community and also provide access for the refugee community to community services and other benefits at the local level pending their resettlement or their repatriation. We've been in discussions with the government about the community-based development plan and are hopeful to be able to launch the plan in the coming months in Nepal. It will bring additional resources to the local community in areas such as health and education and environmental programs as well. The purpose of the plan is to transition from assistance currently provided by UNHCR and the international community with the help of the Nepali government to a strategy of development in the host community. And we are, as I said, looking to enhance refugee access to local services and benefits as well. I've also had an opportunity to visit with members of the government in Kathmandu, and also this afternoon meet with refugees at the Tibetan Refugee Center. Tibetan, I'm sorry, the actual name is
Reception Center.
Tibetan Reception Center, and I was also able to visit with some urban refugees here yesterday. So in a short period of time, I've tried to see the extent of the UNHCR operations and to meet with appropriate people here and in the local communities. And I'm happy to answer your questions.
My question is, you said that there are 65,000 refugees who have been resettled. Can you give us a breakdown of which countries they've been resettled in?
More than 54,731 refugees have left for the United States, 4,663 for Canada, 3,476 for Australia, 652 for New Zealand, 617 for Denmark, 507 for Norway, 324 for the Netherlands, and 224 for the United Kingdom. And we expect these departures to continue over the next several years there'll be more resettlement over the coming years. Yes?
They said that they were taking 60,000 refugees then. Have they increased that quota, or is it just a maximum of 60,000 that's going to the US?
Long run, we expect to have about 15,000 departures this year, and there are additional departures in the pipeline, but the United States has not announced a cap on the number that it will accept.
During their visit to the refugee camps, local media have quoted stating that you have said that UNHCR does not have clear-cut policy on repatriation.
UNHCR supports voluntary repatriation. We support voluntary repatriation around the world, and we look forward, hope that there will be a dialogue between the appropriate governments to make that possible. I believe those were my words. I don't think I would have said otherwise.
And there has been concern from Chinese government that UNHCR is, supporting Western countries, and even the government also finds in a difficult position how to tackle this issue. What they say is, UNHCR is indirectly supporting Tibetans who sneak across the border, and UNHCR has been providing them, support in different ways. So there has been concern from China and even from the government side that we are finding really difficult to tackle these issues. It's because, if the government didn't support to the United States, there are Western countries raising the issue. So what do you say on this?
Has provided assistance and protection to Tibetans who have entered Nepal in transit through to third countries. We've worked with the Nepalese government on this, and we will continue to offer that kind of assistance and protection.
Coming back to Tibetans itself, there has been a long issue of Nepal not issuing travel documents for the Tibetans. Is UNHCR doing anything on this?
Has provided assistance and protection to Tibetans who have entered Nepal in transit through to third countries. We've worked with the Nepalese government on this, and we will continue to offer that kind of assistance and protection.